Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are talking about the Berserker in the Cathedral. So a couple of notes to make about the Cathedral first is that all of the golden warriors that run through here, they do a bunch of slash damage. All of them do slash damage. However, their shield bash is a crush attack. So keep that in mind as you go through the Cathedral. All of the other enemies, if they have a sword of any kind, it is a slash attack. If they have a hammer, it is a crush attack. If it's a shield, it's a crush attack. And if they have a bayonet, it is a pierce attack. So keep that in mind. The bullets of the bayonet are pierce attacks. Keep that in mind. Now we have Jack along here just because Jack is usually really good at doing nothing. But his 50 stamina that comes from morale boost is very, very, very handy for us. Also, it fills up our entire stamina bar occasionally, and so that is very, very helpful and useful during the Berserker fight. However, this is like the clash of the two titans here, because we will mercilessly just be bashing each other in the face, and neither one of us will be backing down. The difference being is that he has a health bar that will diminish, and I have a health bar that will stay the same throughout the entire fight. The Berserker here, he does all slash damage as the Obliterator Axe does, and there is no other attack that he has that he can do anything to you if you are defending slash. And since you find the Night Fang here in the Cathedral, as you've seen the theme so far, we are running this again with some differences switched up here in the build specifically for him. And since the Midnight Sun Fang or the Night Fang is found here in the Cathedral, it is fitting that you get it here for the Berserker. However, he does have save one attack. It's the attack that if you are far enough away from him, he will do a blood crush cloud that explodes from underneath your feet. That is the one attack that will kill you instantly with this build, just because of the fact that you are running Juggernaut, and that has a minus like 200 almost blood value, and so it will incinerate your defenses immediately. So that is the one and only attack that you need to watch for. However, the fact is that since you will be right on top of him the entire time, fighting him and smashing him and crushing him and poking him and everything, launching him, he should never really do that attack. So keep that in mind. So just don't run too far away from him. The problem will come when you have to reset your cooldowns with Disremember and Juggernaut and Defensive Order. He does have a chance to run that attack, so that is your window of caution. The rest of the time, you just smash him in the face as much as you can. If you do run the stun Warp Blade here, then you will have a pretty guaranteed of two stun phases for him. One in phase 1, one in phase 2, and hopefully you can capitalize on that with a crush attack or a backstab or some kind of poke attack or something like, or a charge attack here and there. If you find yourself not having enough Ichor here to run along with, you can go for the Damarung, and then in that regard you can go for Usurper's Blade instead of Precision. So without further ado, let's bash this guy in the face. And since we already know what we need to be doing here for attacking him, blood all the way, and so the Warp Blade capitalizes here against the Berserker in this fight specifically. Now just keep it in mind that now we know how to attack him, now we know how to defend him. So if you are doing anything other than Juggernaut here, you can go for Blood Crush defense on the explosion. However, you want to really, really be careful doing that, because all of his attacks with the Obliterator Axe here are slash damage. So be careful speccing into elementals unless the weapon itself does elemental. So, alright, so let's run in here and destroy him. So this is quite a bit of fun here, and we can just simply run in and start whacking away on him. And so there's one. And so we can go for a backstab first and foremost here. and that is only because of the charge, or the stun cartridge. That was an accidental backstab there. Okay, let's go for a charge attack, just because it's fun. Okay, there's 1, 2. Nope, no damage. Okay, time to launch. So since we get focused like all the time, it is really, really nice that we can go for, some launch attacks. Okay, now we'll just continue getting smashed in the face here. Okay, we'll give Jack some time to heal there. This is not really a too interesting of a fight, because as you see here, if you stay right on top of him, there's no point in dodging or rolling or anything. Oh, we got him stunned again. And so the interesting part here is that if you just stay right on top of him here, we are... Oh, there goes Jack. We are completely immune to everything he's gonna do, and so we can just continue to knock him around here. We'll go for a launch, and you can see here that we are getting to the point where we will have a transition in our blood gifts here, and so we want to use our stun appropriately here. And here comes the blood splash, and so that is the attack that will absolutely ruin you. And since we used our timing with the stun very appropriately there to get our gifts back up and running, we are completely off to the races here again. Let's go for a poke. The pokes are always fun to occasionally knock him down, so that'll give us a guaranteed stun. Let's go for that again. Okay, let's go for a launch and a launch. Okay, good. And let's go for another stun cartridge and get him stunned yet again. Okay, and we're just smashing each other in the face here. I love watching him twitch. That is a lot of fun. Ooh, ouch. Okay. So we're kind of running out of time here. So let's go ahead and just shut him up here. And we'll go for a couple backstabs just to, deal the damage. Now the nice thing about the Warp Blade, right, is that it has blood damage all the time. Okay, and that is fitting that we can end on a launch attack right here. And so you never have to need blood weapon. However, the reality is that with blood weapon, it increases your damage further by 20%, and so that is a great way to ensure that the damage is continuous on him, doing blood damage overall, because this already comes with 20% blood damage built in, and so you definitely want to keep up as much blood damage as possible. If you go for something else here, like Bridge to Glory or whatever, it's great using it here with the Warp Blade, because you already have the innate blood damage, so you will always be taking no damage resistance to your element. You will be taking damage resist though to the attack of the weapon, since he has 50% damage reduction to slash, crush, and pierce in phase 2. Then you're only getting half of your damage out, but the blood damage increase is not negated, so that is very, very nice. So the Warp Blade has a great role to play here versus the Berserker with this kind of setup. So just remember, the Night Fang is really, really good. Just don't get hit by the blood explosions. So that'll be the Berserker, and I hope that helped to enlighten you guys. And once you get the Obliterator Axe, you can see on the card itself that it does slash and slash only. So we kind of could have guessed that ahead of time, but the explosion that he does is a blood crush explosion. So keep that in mind, that there's really nothing you can do about it if you build this way. Even if you go for elemental wall and blood barrier, or what's this called? Blood guard. Then it'll bring your defenses up quite significantly. But if you'll notice here, you are at minus 157. And if you do this, and then you add 20 more from a blood barrier tonic, you're still at negative 47 blood here. And so that's still not worth it to be able to do anything there. So yeah, kind of interesting here how it goes with the Berserker, but he's a lot of fun, and if you're having trouble with him, this is a great way to go about bashing him around and taking the damage yourself while not really suffering any ill side effects. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and watching him get stunned and stagger around is just absolutely hilarious. Hope you guys enjoyed that too, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.